Check the link in the description box for where you can buy your Carbivore t-shirt.
Hello everyone! Alright, time for another recipe. This time I'm going to make a soup recipe. It's going to be simple, hopefully, and it's going to be made in a pressure cooker, so it should also be made fairly quickly. Now, I heard this recipe on a podcast. I believe it was a Main Street Vegan podcast. I think someone who is vegan and has a book about pressure cooker recipes. I can't remember, it was a long time ago, but I kind of scribbled the recipe down. I'm going to change it slightly and try this for the first time as a pressure cooker recipe. You're going to need lentils. You're going to need some potatoes. So I've got about 3 medium-sized potatoes. You're going to need some salt. I'm going to use my herbamare. You're going to need turmeric. You need a medium onion. I'm going to put dulse flakes in here. This is a source of iodine. I'm going to sprinkle some of that in there as well. And I'm also going to put some of my vegan chicken stock powder in there. And you cook for 15 minutes. So I'm going to get started. First, we're going to start with 2.5 cups of lentils. Okay, just a side note, I want to point out I got this package of red lentils, and this is 2.5 cups in here. There's still more left, about a cup. I got this for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree store. These onions, I think I got a massive 10-pound bag of red onions at Walmart for $1. They were discounting them because they were starting to slightly go a little bit off, but if you know anything about onions, you can peel off the outer part and the inside is good. That said, I came home and put them in my cold garage and they've been fine. Massive bag. That was like a real good score. Potatoes are cheap. I mean, this is going to be a soup that's going to cost pennies per serving, essentially. Not too much at all. Alright, so you've got your bowl of get your red lentils, 2.5 cups, put them in a bowl, and then we're going to wash them. Essentially, I'm going to wash and kind of pick through, and you just want to pick out if you see any kind of stones or dark pieces you don't like. I mean, you just want to make sure you've got most of anything that could be off out of there. Now, a lot of times I find that when you add water to something, already the little things you don't like come to the top. If you can see right here, there's like a little kind of shell piece, so that's something you want to get out of there. Just flick that off in the sink. Essentially, you're just going to go through this and make sure your lentils are pretty okay. Okay, see as I'm doing that, you see a few more little kind of just of the brownish shells kind of coming forward. And just pick them out or drain them off, and you're good to go. You can add 6 cups of water to your pressure cooker now, and I'm going to just turn this on to get the pan started to warm up. So when to get the pot warming, so it's a bit warmer, I put my ingredients in there and it won't take as long to begin cooking. Okay, so you can see my pot, the water is starting to steam, so it's getting close to boiling. And you're going to put a teaspoon of salt. I've got my herbamare salt, which I really love. You're also going to put a teaspoon of turmeric. I'm going to add, I think I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of my vegan chicken stock. I get that at the bulk barn in Canada. I don't know if you're not located in Canada, if you have a store that's similar. Now you're going to put your lentils in the pan. Okay, just plop all that right in there. And chop up your onions and your potatoes. And put that all in here as well. Oh, and that's right, I want my dulse flakes for a bit of iodine. You can put some thyme in here. You can put any other kind of seasonings you like. A bay leaf. My mom used to make soup like that all the time. But we're going to go with this. I think I'll put a teaspoon of my dulse flakes. Alright, let's take a look at all that in there. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a stir right here. Lentils are fairly easy to cook. They cook quickly. If you don't have a pressure cooker, I'm not sure how long to say to try to cook this. You could put it on the stove and probably try for around an hour. If you do have a pressure cooker, you're aware that there's a little pressure knob that will eventually go up when it starts to boil. So I'm going to cook this for 15 minutes, and I'm going to open it up and see if it needs like a solid 15 minutes of boiling. I'll see how long it takes to get to that point. This will pop up when it's at full pressure, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to try this for the 15 minutes. If it needs a little more time, I'll put it back in for a little bit. Okay, so it's been actually probably just about 15 minutes. And let's take a look. Alright, so here it is. It's hot, fresh out of the pot, sorry. Anyway, looks great. The lentils are cooked nicely. The potatoes are, here, I'll show you the potatoes. So, the potatoes are soft enough that some of them are becoming a little too soft, or falling apart is what I mean, but they're still, otherwise they've held their shape well. So honestly, that's all it takes in the pressure cooker. I would probably, instead of the 15 minutes, and that's because I got distracted as usual, but maybe 12 minutes, or check it at like 12 minutes and see how you like it. That said, it's perfectly fine, and it's delicious. Nice, easy, very inexpensive soup to make that's vegan. Flavor it how you like. And that, I want to try making maybe a mushroom soup like this, because that would probably be so delicious. Alright guys, that is all for now. Thanks for watching. Super good.